Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. All right. We're going to get into these yard sign designs. I was going to start off with grad cop toppers, but those you can kind of wait until like a little bit closer to, because the people have to get their caps and things, unless you're going to unless you're going to send them out. But I still will do the grad cap toppers, but yard signs is a big one right now. So I figured we would start here. All right. So good evening, everyone. Please go ahead. As you saw, I typed out, tag a friend in this. Hit the share button. Share it with a friend. Share it in a group. Send it to somebody's messenger and say that Shakia is on. The professor is on now. I'm going to show you guys ways that you can make very, very simple designs. I'm going to show you how to recreate some ones. And then if you want to create ones like I have on screen, I do have some resources available for you, but we'll get into that. But I'm going to show you guys how to do this in Silhouette Studio. So let's definitely get some more people in here. I'm monitoring all the platforms. I see over on the Facebook one, we got quite a few people. Let's get some more people shared out over on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that share, post it on your timeline, send it to a friend so they can watch over on YouTube. All right. So good evening. I'm going to leave this up while I do my introductions, just so that those who are coming in will know what we are discussing and what we're going to learn today. So no, you won't see my face right now, because I want those who come in to know what it is that we're going to learn today. Okay. So my name is Shakia. My company is Silaholics Anonymous, and I teach you guys how to design things like these yard signs in Silhouette Studio. This is not something that you would, you can do. I've done videos like last year. If you want to cut it from vinyl, I'm going to do some more of those, like where you're cutting it from vinyl and putting on Coroplast. You guys will get to see that as well. Not in this video. And this is also just a design video, not really putting anything together, because I'm not doing yard signs right now. So as soon as I have an order, or you can kind of go back and watch the one from last year, I will walk you through how to make them and whatnot, but it's not one where I'm going to make one live today. This is just designing in Silhouette Studio. Okay. But yeah, welcome. I do these live videos for different things, whether it's Q&A or to teach you a certain task, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, turn on your notifications on Facebook. If you're watching the live now, go and scroll and, select to be notified whenever I go live. Okay. And yeah, so we're going to jump right into this. Give me just a moment to get this all set up. In the description, you guys will find links to our premium yard sign templates, as well as our graduation fans, because some of these, like this one, in the middle, is a combination of our yard sign templates, as well as one of the pieces from our graduation fans. It's a piece in that one. So this is a combination. All right. So don't forget to hit like, hit share. Let's get some people in here. All right, let's go. And hello, everybody. Hello. Now you get to see me. All right, we are going to get right into this. I have already done my introductions. So if you see some new people kind of peeking in here and they're wondering what we're doing, be so kind and answer them and let them know that I'm teaching how to do this in Silhouette Studio, because I am about to switch over to Silhouette Studio and get started with designing and just kind of showing you guys some really basic things that you can do within Silhouette Studio. Okay. Oh, I do have to pull up one more thing. Let's just pick a graduation pic. I just need a graduation picture of someone, just so that I can show you how easy it is to pull it into, or I probably should have put like senior pic. All right, let's just do her. So let's just copy image And we're going to paste this over here. Okay. All right, so got a couple pictures over here. Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right. How are you guys doing this evening? So I see all of you guys saying good evening, good evening. Oh, I forgot. If you are a first timer here and you have never seen any of my videos, or maybe you just haven't, you've seen my videos, this is your first time catching me live, go ahead and drop a comment and let me know if this is your first time here on the platform, whether it is Facebook or YouTube, or if this is just your first time being able to catch me live. There we go. I can see a little bit better now. Ooh, we have a couple first timers. Hello and welcome, welcome. Another first timer. And another one. Hello, guys. Welcome to our little world. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this and you will come on back, hit that, go over. And if you're watching this like from a group, click on the video. That way you're on our actual Facebook page. And that way you can hit like and follow and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss. I am live all the time. All the time, always have great information. I am known, you probably see in the comments, I am known as the professor over here. So definitely come on over, like, follow, because you don't want to miss. It's always a good time when we have and we do our videos. Oh, I see another first timer. Well, hello there, Snow Bunny. I see you are back. You didn't call nobody when you made it back. You can't come over here, but you could have called somebody. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome to our little world. Another first timer live. So it's your first time catching me live, okay? And this is your second time. Well, that's good too. Hey, you're finally able to catch me live, so that is great. All right. And Lakeisha, you are so not a first timer. Oh, you're telling the first timers hello. Okay, must be. Do like I do Gucci and say I'm a first timer. So she says, of course, I use myself for everything. I made so many last year, and this year I'm struggling with coming up with a background for my daughter's sign this year. It's always harder when it's something for you or for like your kids or your family. I do find that. Okay. All right. So the ones that are on screen are a little bit more. I mean, you can do them really, really easy, especially with our templates. It can be a little bit more advanced, but I'm going to show you guys how to design some very basic and simple ones. Miss Sharon was also one of the inspirations to kind of keep it very simple in how you set these up in design. So we're going to do that right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit screen share. I know, I figured that's what you were doing, telling the first time. I said, oh my gosh, my hands are ashy. All right. So I pulled some designs just so that I have a reference. Like now, I'm not going to use, I personally probably won't be using these. I always design some up brand new every single year, but I haven't really thought about my designs that I wanted to do. So I kind of just pulled some so I can show you guys the design techniques that you will need to do this. And I have them in the wrong place. So let's come over here, come over here. I'm going to copy this. And so these are the ones that are on my site. It is, as of right now, only for Silhouette Studio. I worked on the one for Photoshop. I never quite finished it. So I am working on one for Photoshop, but as of right now, it's only available for Silhouette Studio. And as far as the date, I will update the file to include 2021 up until like 2025 if you want to keep using these. But as of right now, I think it just like the file comes with just 2020, of course, because these were released last year. But you get a lot. I mean, this is a great value. You get all of these for $45. So you have a lot of different options within here. And it's also already set up for you. It's already set up for you as far as the sizing. And I want to just show real quick. Let's go ahead and just, what am I looking for? Paste, so I can bring these over here. With our templates, you are able to change all of the colors on here. You can put whatever font you want on here. We're going to ungroup. And so this one, I'm just going to come up here and change the color. So you can make that whatever color you want. I'm going to sample the orange in her sweatshirt down here. Let's also put that same orange. Now for the picture here, if you have designer edition or above, all you have to do is click on your properties dropper, which is right here on the side. And you're just going to click a picture. And why did you not fill in? Let's go over here. Don't know why that didn't fill in, but if we come over here to our patterns, go to advanced, and that's why, because it went stretch, we're going to go to maintain. There we go. The picture is inside. Then you can click on pan and move this around to center it. You can also scale it up. Maybe you want to see more of her, less of her gown. So we scale it and then we pan it down so that it's more of her face. And then same thing with here. I can, again, go to the dropper here or hit I on my keyboard. You see that dropper lights up. I'm going to click here, go to maintain, and it's going to fill her in. Go to pan, move this around. Let's scale it up some, maybe down just a little. Pan it. So you're able to get that right inside. Now, if you do not have designer edition or above, and you need to crop this down, you would place your image. You will have to kind of rotate it to fit the size of it. All right, we're going to click. Let's ungroup this one. And let's see. You have to ungroup again. There we go. Now it's open. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to send it to the back. And then here, hold down Shift, click on my picture, go over to modify and crop. So now that fills that in. That's how easy that is to put pictures in here. If you want to shrink these down so that you have the full Polaroid like on your yard sign, you can. But this is actually designed so where it looks like the Polaroid is kind of going off of the side of it. Do I have one that has that? See, like this one is coming down here. Which one has, all right, I'm going to show it to you on my phone because for me to go through all of that would be too much. So let's go and find these on my phone. I'm going to come back. So just want to show you a couple ways that these have been designed. This was done pretty much like with the template. This is from a different one, but you have that one. But I want to show you one that has the pictures. Nope. Alrighty. You can even do memorial signs too. You making yard signs. See how this one, her picture is hanging off of the side. So it's not the whole thing on there. So you can either make it to where it's all the way on the sign so you can shrink it down, or if you leave it off, that part isn't going to print. Oh, here's another one. This is actually canvases. So you can sublimate to the canvas as well. And you see how it goes off the side? That is the look and how I originally designed it, but you can shrink it down to where it will be on the actual like yard sign. Okay. So that's how you would do that. But I just wanted to kind of show you that these are set up for 18 by 24 inch. And then this one is like my small one that I make, which is 18 by 12. And then this, if you want to go landscape, it's 18 by 24 is the size of this one. So that's ones that you can use, and you can change the backgrounds on them. You can also change the color. Now, it may not be an exact color, but to kind of get in the range. And with this one, you're not going to be able to make like the top a specific color, the bottom. But if you go, over here to the image effects. So if you've never used this before, you're going to come here to the color palette on the image effects, which is colorize, and you can change the hue on this. So you can give it different looks. Your yard signs don't have to be their school colors. It can be their favorite colors. All right. So you can change those colors. Where are the templates? In the description of this video, of every video, you click on, so if you're watching it from a group, click on the actual video, go to the description. There is a link, a direct link to the templates in that link. They are on our website though, shop.silaholics.com. So for the templates, the link is in the description, or you can go to my website, shop.silaholics.com, to purchase the templates. You get all of those for 45 bucks. So all of those, 45 bucks. All right. I'm going to go over as far as like what you would use and, what you would use to make these and everything. But I want to kind of go over some designing real quick. So those are those templates. I will do another video really going over how to customize those. But if you don't want to go to that route, you just want something very simple, very basic, one and low, some tips and things to design your own. So those are my templates, which you can purchase and you can use. You can use them and sell, make that money, honey. Don't let it make you, but you can use it, sell your templates. Just don't sell the template, of course, but you can sell your yard signs with those templates. But I want to give you guys some ideas on how you can design your own. So I just pulled a couple of these, just kind of went on Google and pulled some so I can show you how to do different things like this. So we're going to start by making a box. You're going to come to the left-hand side, drawing tools. You're going to make a box. Now, with version 4.3, the other benefit of our yard sign template is that you get the sizing already for you. If you have 4.3, it's a little bit wonky in how it's set, how you set it up, because it doesn't allow you to do 24 inches. It's a glitch with this particular program. So I'm going to show you, if you have 4.3 and you're trying to make these yourself, how you would get your 24 inches. So let's fill this with color, right? We're going to make this with 12 and our height 18. The reason why I do that, if I make this 24, let's see. Oh, whoa, it went to 24. Oh, you know why? I haven't locked this yet. So let me show you. Good. This is at 24, but let me show you. If I lock this just once, I'm not sure if you guys can see this number right here, but it says 19.685. It won't, it's a glitch in there. Once you lock it, even if you unlock it, it goes to this number and you can't go past it. So I'm going to take this number here and I'm going to make it 30, right? And you see, I put 30, but it shrunk down, and it shrunk down to 19.685. That is a glitch, excuse me, within Silhouette Studio. So if that's been happening to you, this is how you would make your box. So you're going to make it 12 by 18. You're then going to duplicate it right next to it. You're going to come to your replicate tool and you're going to tell it to just make a duplicate to the right, to the left, either one. Then you want to pull this middle one, pull it until it goes overlaps the other one just a little bit. You're then going to highlight them both and weld. It is going to set this, well, actually this one does say 24. So perfect. So this is now 24 by 18. So that's how you'll make your box if you have version 4.3.370 and it has that weird glitch where it won't let you go over 20 inches. But for all the other ones, you're just going to type in 18 by 24, or you're going to type in 12 by 18, 24 by 18, whatever size you want to make it. If you're using the garden flags, the sublimation ones, you would measure that and then input those numbers into Silhouette Studio. So let's go with one that's very, very simple. One, like something that is designed like this, where it's just a picture. Someone had a really great photo shoot and you just want to put class of 2021 and it's going to go to the side. So I'm going to just use her picture because it's really, really big. I'm going to click here. I do have designer edition or above. So I'm just going to click on my properties dropper down here, select the image, come over to the color palette, go over to fill pattern, click on advanced, and then go to maintain. So it's going to might look a little funky at first, but we're going to go to pan and move this around within here. Okay. Or if you don't have it, again, we're going to make our picture bigger than our box. Doesn't have to be, super, super bigger than it, just a little bit to where it's going to crop. So maybe a little bit taller here. You're then going to select the picture in the box, go over to modify and crop. Her picture's in there. Then to put the text on the side, which let's just use this one. I don't feel like panning that one around. You're just going to go to your text. We're going to type out in all caps, class of, click off. I'm going to click on class of, and then right click and duplicate. Bring that down, double click to change the text. Click on your left mouse. Everything I'm saying is from a PC perspective. I don't have a Mac. Hopefully you know how to do all the selection, all that from your Mac. I can only speak from a PC perspective. So we're going to highlight everything that's here and put in 2021 and click off. You will then select your font. You're going to come to the right-hand side, go to the A, and choose whatever font you want to use. I like that one for certain things. It's always kind of like my go-to font. Let's see. I just want something that is a bit bolder. Okay, it's not quite bold, but I'm just going to use this. It's not the same one that they have there. I'm just going to make this white for now. We're going to take our 2021, go over to transform, go to the rotate tool, and tell it to rotate counterclockwise 90 degrees. And then we're going to make this as big or as small as we would like it. Class of goes right here. Click off. Click back on it to where you're in selection mode. Make it smaller to line up with this. And let's remove the line color. It is easy as that to add 2021. I think I can actually move her over just a little bit because this picture was pretty wide. So I'm going to go to pan pattern and I'm going to move her over some until the picture starts to repeat so that it's not right up on her. And easy as that. You can add the school logo, you can add their name, but just going off of the way that this one was, very, very simple design. That's all you would do to create that look. Choose your font, rotate it, it's ready to go. All right. And then we're going, oh, someone asked, what's this font? This is Bimbey. Bimbey. Bimbey was the font that I used here. So that one, done. All right. So let's see. What's another really, really simple, easy one? So I think that, okay, no, let's stick with the ones that have pictures. So let's go here. This is one where it is portrait style instead of landscape. So for this one, I'm going to make this gray. Oh, well, not gray like that. Let's make it a darker gray. I'm going to click here. Another way to rotate, hold down Shift. It'll snap to 90 degrees. All right. So to do this little portion on the bottom, you're going to click here, duplicate it right in front. So if you hold down Alt on a PC, Option on a Mac, you're just going to click. It's going to look like nothing changed. I'm going to make this black. And then I'm going to pull this down. You can make this as tall, big, or like small as you want. So that's up to you, how large or small you will make this. So let's say I wanted this right at 6 inches. I'm going to come over here and make it 6 inches. It may come up a little bit, but if you select that bar and the bottom, go over to transform and align to the bottom, it's going to line up perfectly on the bottom. All right. If you wanted that to be, I think I probably want that to be maybe like 8 inches. It made it. I'm going to move this over some. Hold on. Let's get this to move. See, when I made it 8 inches, it went below this. So I'm just going to pull this up anywhere within here. Select them both. Align to the left and align to the bottom. Now it's perfectly aligned. All right, so there's your bar. You would then go in here and we're going to pull this over here, make it white. We don't know if it's to the back or the front, so we're just going to right click and bring it to the front just to be on the safe side. Once I have something filled with color, I like to turn off my line color. We're going to pull this up here. So we're going to go type here, class of 2021. Here, we're just going to type in you'll type in the graduate's name, but I'm going to just put Silaholics Anonymous. All right, you're going to click on that and resize it to whatever size you want. This one, you can resize it. If you want this to kind of maybe span and go a little bit wider, if you've never used the character spacing, you're going to go to the A on this side, go to the character spacing, and you can spread that out some on top. It can also be a different font. You know, it doesn't have to be all caps. They have caps and then lowercase. So it can be whatever you want it to be. And then let's do another text box and type out graduate. You would find a script font if that's what you want, or any type of font. And let's see. I'm going to fill this with color. No line color, so I can see it. Okay, let's just go with this one. We're going to shrink it down and we're going to rotate it and then place it. So that's all you would do to recreate this with whatever font you want. And then as far as the picture, I'm going to click on here. I like to use my properties dropper, click on my picture. Again, we do have to go over here and go to maintain. Let's see. Pan this over She is turned. That's fine. We're going to come here to rotate the pattern. And I'm going to rotate this. There we go. Rotate it 90 degrees. Now I can pan it and move it up. I guess let me make this the orange that's in here. So we have recreated this simple design. Oh, I didn't even notice. This has a little grad cap here. You can purchase a grad cap one. You can trace one. Let me see. Do I have one in my library? I do. So let's see. Merge. I'm just going to fill this with black. Oh, that one's kind of different from this one, but I'm just going to use this one for now. But you can always purchase one, trace one, and let's make that like that. And you will put that on your design. So design number 2, really easy, really simple to do. So we've done those. Now let's do I guess let's do this one. This one's pretty easy here too. So let's bring this up. We're going to recreate this one. So it looks like it has some sort of like background to it. You can do different backgrounds. And then for the stripe that is here, we're going to let's go and just take a rectangle. A rectangle here. I'm going to double click. I'm going to add a point in the middle. I'm going to click on the top one, hold down Shift, click on the bottom one, and hit Delete Point. That's going to give me this triangle. All right, I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to rotate it up some. Maybe even pull it out like this. Pull it out this way. All right. I guess I could have did that with the rectangle too. Oh my gosh, what is my kid going through? I'm going to make a duplicate of this because I need to do something else with it. I'm going to make it really small. Okay, so this one, I'm going to hold down Alt, click it in front, make it a different color. Then we're going to hold down Shift, click on the triangle that I made there, go over to modify and crop. So that's going to give me that shape. I kind of want this to go up a little bit more. So let's do that. Then let's take this one, fill it with white. I don't know what my kid is going through. Let's rotate this. Let's shrink it down some. Even bring it back some, place it here, bring it to the front. Okay, so then we're going to remove the color. And so it doesn't have to be like exactly like that. And then to cut this part off, hold down Alt or Option, click it in front. I'm going to make that white. Hold down Shift, click here. And I only made it white because this is white. Normally, I would put no color here. And then I'm going to go modify and crop. So now that's there. I can then hold down shift. So I have both of these selected. We're going to group it. Then over here under replicate, you're going to replicate. You're going to mirror to, you can either mirror it to the bottom, to the left, and then you're going to have to flip it. So you're going to have to do both. So here, I'm just going to go and mirror to the bottom, and then I'm going to right click and flip it horizontally. Then we're going to hold down shift, click on the box, go over to transform, align to the right, align to the bottom. So now we have that. Then we're going to add, let's say for the background, I don't know if I have any of those backgrounds on here. Let's just go and do a search for I just did a search, and if that's what it looks like, that's behind there. Let's see. I'm going to go copy and paste. This would be the same thing. I think I saw someone say I did the picture pretty fast. You can always go back and rewatch this. My videos don't get deleted. So it's not like you have to grasp all of this. You know, maybe just watch, kind of understand the things that you can do within Silhouette Studio, but you can go back, watch, pause this, play this 1,000,001 times. I recommend that you watch it from YouTube. That will allow you to watch it over and over and over again a few times, okay? And be able to pause it and all that kind of good stuff. So, ooh, who told you to fill in? Haha. So a couple ways that this can be done. And we're going to see how it's going to replace her picture. If you go to the properties dropper, this is only available if you have designer edition or above. So you would click on that dropper, click here, and it will fill in. If it doesn't fill in, you would go to the pattern and then go to maintain aspect ratio. All right. And then you can, let's say, I'm going to duplicate this, send it to the back and make it black. And then this top one, because I don't want it to stand out too much, we're going to go to our transparency and take that down some so you can still see it, but it's not super strong. And then, of course, the other way would be to crop it. Even with this, you can go in here and you can rotate it if that's, you know, you want maybe them to go sideways. So that's a design option as well. How do people donate to you? Because you just saved me. People have been asking about yard signs and I'm still in shock. God is awesome. Well, you can, and Leo's going to get me because he always says, Shakia, why don't you ever put your Cash App in the description? And I always forget. So if you want to, it is Cash App. Oh, Cash App. It is Elite Prints Creations. And you can always support by going to our website, purchasing the templates or purchasing sublimation ink, sublimation paper. That way you get something out of the deal, but we also get something. So you can either go to the site and purchase, or you can, drop Cash App if you want, if you would like. Leo always tells me that I forget to do that. Will this be saved on your YouTube channel? Yes, you definitely will be saved. I don't have any specific fonts. I have 1,000,001 fonts because if you know, to know me is to know, to love me is to know that I have a font addiction. If you don't have Creative Fabrica, click that link that's in the description. That will give you a resource that has a bunch of different fonts. So there is no set or standard font. when it comes to doing any type of design. Okay. I will go over how I make these material wise. Right now, I'm going over the design, but I will break down different materials and things like that that you can use. All right. This is actually a slow day for me. Wednesdays is normally my full-on live day. I'm normally live like 3, 4, 5 times on Wednesdays because that's the day I go live all day long. But we had a lot of pre-filled cartridges that we had to make. So I was trying to help with that. Okay. All right, so now let's get back to this. We are going to do first name. So let's just go. I just put my name. So let's just go Shakeya. And I'm going to go with one of more like the college type fonts. Or is it, I don't want to do that one. What's the other one that I use? Is it Varsity? Because not, we can do Classic. That's kind of like that one. Or let's see, do I want to use, is it Varsity I'm thinking about? No, not Varsity. Varsity Team. Man, why can't I think of the one that is, I don't know. I have 1,000,001 fonts, y'all. All right, I'm just going to leave it here. We're going to make it our signature colors for Silaholics Anonymous. That is not the gray. What the heck? Where is my color palette for my company? Oh, okay, there's one. So let's go here. Now, in order to get this where it is, like you can make it where it follows the same like lines as this, or you can just simply rotate it just a little bit yourself. Here and here, we're going to make these the purple. That is not, ungroup. Let's make these that. Wow, where is my color palette for? These are not my purples for my logo. That is so wrong. Let's go and go File, Merge, and okay. Let's just pull this picture in so that I can sample these colors because I have no idea what is going on right now. I think that one's correct. Yeah. Hey. Go back. And no line color. And then we can bring this down like this. And we're going to go Silaholics. Oops, not lowercase, all caps. Silaholics Anonymous Academy. You see, it's way too big, right? We're going to shrink this down. And then we're going to double click. Take this blue line right here and pull it out so that it's on one line. Then we're going to come to character spacing and space that out some. If I want it to have a little bit more space, I can shrink it down and then add more character spacing. Okay, and then Oh, I forgot. There's no cap. There's no lowercase letters for this particular font. So, and then let's just pick a font for this. Place that on top. Make this white. I'm going to make this one the purple. Oh, maybe not, because that's a dark background. So let's make that, guess we have no choice but to make it this color. But even though I said that's dark, I'm going to show you something because I think this has some shadowing behind it, right? So let's say I did want this to be purple. I'm going to put a small offset on this. So let's take it there. Let's make it maybe 0.0125. That might be too small. 0.0, let's say 2, and then apply. I'm going to fill that in with like white or gray. Let's turn the line color off. So now that's creating some separation. And then I'm going to put another offset on that one, 0.0125. Apply. I'm going to fill that with like a dark gray or black. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard. Tab that over. Tab it down. Turn the line color off. And then under your transparency, take that down. So it's going to look like a little shadow. And you can do that to pretty much anything. Now that will stand out a little bit more. Although I could play around with this. There's a couple ways. Now, as far as like really getting these designs to pop, I do teach classes on how to get your designs to pop and be able to add different things. But this is just kind of like the basics of it. And I'm not really trying to finish designs, just trying to give you an idea based off some ones that I pulled, how easy it is to create these designs in Silhouette Studio. All right. I could even technically change part of the colors in here so I can make it now look kind of tealish and even make so it's not so dark, kind of take that transparency down just a little bit. So it's not so dark. I can make this, no, that's going to look crazy. So let's leave it black, but I can make little minor changes like that to the colors. So there you go. Oh, I'm not even really, oh yeah, I forgot the S, but it's fine. I'm not making this for anyone, just showing you guys how to make it. Yeah, I did realize I left off the S. So there's that one. So now let's do this one. All right. Easy way to make this part at the bottom. You would make a circle. All right. Make it the height that you want it to be. You're then going to put an offset around that. So you're going to go to offset, place an offset, make that as wide as you would like for that to be, and hit apply. Then I'm going to take basically my 12 by 18, my 24 by 18. I'm going to hold down Alt and click. That is going to duplicate that right in front. You're then going to hold down Shift, drag the offset and the first circle that you made. You're going to come over here to modify. Oh, you know what? Let's just make this all a different color so that you can see the difference. So come over here to modify, and we're going to choose divide, right? I'm going to, here we go. So I click off. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to drag and select these two and delete them. this one right here, make it a different color. And then we have this one. That is now your arch at the bottom. And you can make that whatever color you would like. And then let's just make this one back white. And now you'll put your text inside of it. As far as how this is right here, there is a warp tool within Silhouette Studio. I don't particularly like it. I like to do it from Microsoft Word. I will end up doing a separate video on how to do that from Word because that'll take up a little bit more time. I want to get to you guys' questions, but there is a way to kind of do this in Microsoft Word. There is one in Silhouette Studio. It's not my favorite, but if you want to try it out in Silhouette Studio, they do have these shapes. So you can utilize these as well. Again, not my favorite when it comes to doing those types of things. I like Word, or I'll do them in Illustrator, where you can choose the warp and how it warps. But you would just fill in your text, and just real quickly, we're going to go 2021. And I showed it before, but I'm going to just show it again as far as the offset. And that might be too big. If you find that this is too high and you need less space, you're going to hold down, you're going to select both the top piece, hold down Shift, select here, and we're going to just bring it down some. All right, so that I know where it is, we're going to pull this to the front, make the line color red, but make the fill color none, just so that I can see where it's falling at. And we're going to just bring this down to there. So now this same one that doesn't have any color to it, I'm going to hold down Shift, select my purple. This time, instead of divide, I'm just going to go crop. Now that is a little bit shorter. So this one right here, let's go ahead and just make that. I'm going to use closeness because it's easy to see. And to get that outline around it, you would go to Offset. This is a font that has sharp points. You can make it rounded or sharp. And you adjust your distance based off of how big or how small you want that offset to be. Or you can go in and type your size. So let's just go 0.1 and then apply. And I'm going to put the teal around that. And then you want to hover your mouse over one of the numbers, one of the elements, right click and group it together so that it all stays together. And let's see, remove the line color. And you can make that as big or as small as you would like. So that's how you would add an offset. And then, of course, adding your text and things like that. You just type out your text and arrange it how you would like it to be. This is pretty self-explanatory as well. You would look for a confetti background to be able to put to the top. So we're going to focus on this one real quick and then this one. So let's pull this over. All right. We're going to go to offset. We're going to do an internal offset. You're going to take your distance and move that in some. How far it comes in is totally up to you. Okay. And then you're going to hit apply. You're going to do internal offset again. You're going to move that down depending on how big you want that outline to be. And then hit apply. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to fill these in with 2 different colors so that you can see what happens when you make it a compound path. So I have the purple and I have that coralish, well, pinkish color. I have the purple selected. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on this middle one. You're going to right click and make it a compound path. To get this part right here open, you would type out your text and then figure out what you wanted to say here. So for me, let's just say we go hashtag team 365. Oh, you know what? Or my other saying for the academy is Ivy League crafting education. We're going to spread that out. Make this a different font. Shrink this down. I'm going to just make this black for now. And we're going to select all three pieces and center them, like you're going to align center. And just going to make sure that that lines up. So now I know how much space I need. I'm just going to take a rectangle and place it here. Let's go ahead and center that back up again. Then my rectangle that I just made, we're going to make that a different color. You're going to hold down Shift, select the frame, which in this case is purple. And you're going to go over to Modify and choose Subtract. That is now an opening. Everything else, you would design it out. There's a font, there's a collegiate font that gives you those, like the different layers of this, and you would just type it out and put your design there. Now, the one part, I guess, that's a little bit different from this one is how do you get this cut out, right? So let's go and type out 2021. Oh, wrong thing. We're going to make that collegiate font. Oh, there was college black. But let's go collegiate. Remove the line color. Let's see. That's not the one. I have another one that is, what is the other? Because the lines on this one is really small. I cannot think of the other font that I have. Let me see something. So let's tap that. Dang it, I can't remember what other one I had. Or is it if I go, hold on, let's see. If I go here, nope, that's not the one. Why can't I remember which one had the bigger lines on it? See, like kind of like that one, but not quite. And I don't want to recreate it, but you get the idea. I'm just going to leave this one like this. And then we're going to go and type in the word senior. And let's just make this a different font. I'm going to make that purple. Oh, well, that was black, not purple. Let's pick a font here. Shrink this down. I like to, again, put no line color. So to get that outline around it, you would go to your offset, go offset, make that as big or as small as you would like it to be. Apply. And because this background is white, I can just fill it with white and then no line color and then group it together. It's going to look like that is cut away. Now, if I like this was a colored background or like a pattern background, so let's just add a pattern to this. So let's say that one of my favorites to use, let's just use wood. So let's say this was a wood background, although I love to use chalkboard. I might just go to chalkboard. I love my chalkboard backgrounds. So if I wanted to see the chalkboard through here, I'm going to click on that white portion, hold down Shift, click on the number, go over to modify and subtract. Okay, and let's group this together. Now I can't really see this. I would have to change this to a different font, a different color, but that's how you would be able to see the background through that opening. All right. And then of course, everything else, you just arrange it, you rotate it. So that's how you create the frame on that one. I think I have one more to do. And this is very, very easy as well, because it's just a matter of like, because this just has this piece and it has the frame, but it's pretty much the same way. Now, with the way that this is cut out, there's a machine that cuts it. But if you want to do it from like foam board and cut it yourself, you definitely can. I'm going to fill this in. Let's just start with white. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. We are going to go to offset, do an internal offset, bring this down, apply, do another internal offset, make that, let's say that's about there, apply. I'm going to make this a color. I'm going to make this a different color. This one, right here, like, so the orange one, I'm going to do another offset on this, right? Another internal offset, but I want it to be in between these two. I'm going to hit apply. So see, there's another one there. I'm going to bring that down to, let's say, about here, or whatever size you want it to be. If you want it to be a specific size, you can always come up to your height and make it 2.5. Oops, wrong one. Wait, why did my width change? Oh, because it's bigger than 19 inches. So you're just trying to get it as close to where you want it to be as possible. If you are using version 4.3.370, because it acts crazy. So let's just say 2 inches. You're then going to take the orange, hold down Shift, select the blue, make compound path. Then you're going to hold down Shift, select the green, and weld. So now that is solid. And you can type in your text and put it here, type out whatever else you want to put on here. Let's see, do any of these have... Okay, so this has the Johnson and Wales on it. So I'm going to copy, paste, I'm going to make this bigger. We're going to, so this, I mean, it all depends on like the size and how you do it or whatever. You can shrink it down. Like if you want the total, like to the top to be 24 inches, 18 inches, you would have to bring this down and then also shrink this down. And we're going to do an offset. Oops. Oh, cancel. I never traced this. So let's bring this over here. We're going to go over to our trace window, select trace area, place our box around it. So actually with this one, I don't have to touch my threshold. I'm going to go trace and detach. Select a little box and a little bit of the blue. Put this over here. Go back over to offset. Place an offset. You can make that as big or as small as you would like. Apply. Hold down Shift. Select the background and weld. Then send that to the back. Now you have the outline and it's attached to it. You can do the same thing with your grad your grad cap if you want to put it there. So those are just some like tips and things on different ways to design them. So I wasn't necessarily doing like a full on, but you guys see like there's so many ways. I mean, I could be here forever showing you so many different ways to make yard signs or just make designs in general. But hopefully this gives you an idea of, just kind of combining some different things that you can create custom, and it's your design. It's not like anyone else's. For basic ones like this, you would not have to purchase a template for anything like this. You can definitely make and create these yourself. All right. So hopefully that helped. Now I'm going to, once I purchase the template bundles, can I use them as mockups? You definitely can. Make your coins, honey. Make your coins. So the way that comes and how, okay, so I'll share with you how you can make like a mockup. All right, let's see. Oh, this is going to be the other one. I took elements from that, and you can also make it into a chip bag. We have a chip bag template, so it has everything broken up for you. So you can take some of those elements, place them on there, take your Polaroids, have their picture, have the school name, put your nutritional facts. So just because you got this as a yard sign, it does not have to be for graduation. You can go and put someone's engagement pictures. You can make this a memorial sign. You can make this a birthday sign. You can make this, it'll put a bunch of ultrasound pictures. It can become a baby shower design. So don't feel like you are limited to just senior signs when it comes to these. You can use them for so many things. And if you don't want to kind of use any of this, I also provided the film strips with it, and you can just use those on their own. Let's see. So let me go and find a blank yard sign. To me, this seems really small. Copy image. Oh, wait, shoot. Paste. All right, so this right here, I just pulled this from the internet. I'm going to take this, group it together, bring it to the front, place it here, resize it. You now have your mock-up. You can use your snipping tool. So this is your snipping tool. Just come down here and search snipping tool. It'll come up. And then you're going to take a picture, take a snippet, and then save it. I'm going to put it on my desktop. That's where things are supposed to go to die, but I never actually delete. And then you can send that file to yourself. So I just want you to see, I'm just going to paste it actually. And there is a JPEG of that mock-up. Now, this one right here, you know how I told you this one, it has pieces that are supposed to be cut off. So when you're designing this, you can have it printed this way, but you don't want to have this in your mock-up. So you would make sure this is to the front. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize that that was still on the screen. And then you're going to put this over the yard sign so that it cuts off the edges so they can kind of really get a feel for it. You're going to then take a snippet of this. So we're going to go snipping tool, new, and you're going to take a snippet, right? You're going to, for this one, you can just right click and paste it. It's going to come back into Silhouette Studio. You're going to remove the outside box. So we're going to take a rectangle, put that over this, and then modify and crop. Now this, and then this has the little lines on it, so it really looks like the coroplast. And we're just going to put this on top. So that's a way that you see how you have the little lines. So now that really looks like a yard sign, and you can make that your mock-up. So I provided everything in that for just 45 bucks. I guess the only thing I didn't include was like a picture of a yard sign in grass, but you can easily go on Google and find that. All right. Now let's go and talk about ways for these to be printed. Okay, so ways for them to be created. You can create a design and then be able to send it to your client. I'll go back and I'll show you how to save it. So you can create a design and then send it off. Like all you're doing is creating the digital design. I did that. I created the one design. I'm thinking they're going to do a small yard sign. She sent me the picture and they literally had a huge large yard sign that had to be done with wood in their yard. I was like, oh, that's why she only wanted the design. So you can design it, save it as a JPEG, and send it to your client. If you want to make them yourself, you would still save it as a JPEG, and you can either have it sent to a printer, which is what I do, and they print it on vinyl for you. So they're going to print it on a printable vinyl that normally uses eco-solvent ink, and then you would then get your coroplast boards. I buy mine 8 feet by 8 feet or 8 feet by 4 feet. I buy really big sheets and I cut them down because I have a local place here. Throw it in the truck. I cut them down. Places like Home Depot have them. You can go on Amazon. You can go to different places to find the yard signs that are already 18 by 24. So you would do a little bit of research to find those. There's quite a few places that have the coroplast. And then what I do is I put the vinyl onto the coroplast. Now you do have to use a wet method because if not, you're going to get a bunch of bubbles. I did a video last year. I will be doing an updated video this year, just no time really soon because I have to. What I'll probably end up doing is making one for my academy, Silaholics Anonymous Academy, and making a sign for that and just putting it on there. So I'll just have him print that and I'll make that because I don't have any senior pictures. For me, I can advertise them early, but most people, like if they want their picture on it, I always have to wait for their senior pictures to come back. And then I'm able to design them. I do stuff like I can advertise way before. For me, I've learned now to not even do it. I know some people want to be prepared because I know how to do them. Once I put it out there, I'm busy for about like 2-3 weeks straight because people wait till the last minute to order them. But I go, like I said, for me, I get the vinyl, have it printed on there. I put it on the vinyl. That's the most cost-effective way. You can also take them to like Office Depot, Kinko's. You can find a local print shop who prints directly on them, or you can submit it to a company online, and they can print directly to the coroplast for you. If you don't want necessarily a yard sign, you want to kind of make this, maybe someone they want to put it on their front door. For those, I don't use the coroplast. I would use foam board. I use the Elmer's foam board. I don't use the one from Dollar Tree. So I like to use the Elmer's foam board. I will still have them print it out for me. I'll put it on the Elmer's foam board. That one you have to be a little bit careful because you can't do the wet method. It is like you put it down and that's it. But then you can put like string on it or ribbon on it, and it can be a door hanger. You can just sublimate it to the garden flags. You can do it that way. So there's a lot of different methods that you can use to create the yard signs. Where would you have them printed and what type of paper? Is that on sticker paper? So it's not sticker paper. The company that I use, they use Orajet, which is basically like Oracle 651. It's printable one. They print it with an eco-solvent printer and they print it out for me. So I don't print anything in-house for these. I send them off to a local printer that I have here in South Florida. I'm going to try and make yard signs for my mother-in-law's 99th birthday. Whoa, that is awesome. 99. Are we printing these or are they digital files for your clients? Either one will work. So how do you print them? I don't print them in-house because I can't print that big. I don't have a printer that big. Let's see. Yes, and invite at least 5 people to Silaholics Anonymous Silhouette Help and or Honestly Speaking 365 Sublimation. I don't print these myself. So you can do any dimensions. There is no set size for it. For me, if you look at the image here, so the one in the back for Mia is a 24 by 18. And then this one right here is an 18 by 12 by 18. So I've done 2 different sizes. So the top one is considered my large one, and it is 12 by, I keep saying 12. It is 18 by 24. And then this one is 12 by 18. This is 12 by 12. I keep saying 12. This is 18 by 24. This is 18 by 24. But there is no set size. You can make them whatever size you want. So all the ones you saw on that picture is what's included in there. You can change it with whatever font that you want. I am going to go, I mean, if you want to keep that exact font for the flag ones, I'm going to have it, and I will do it where it says 2021, but you're not limited to that. That's the great part about it. I mean, you have the foundation. You can use any font you want. I'm going back up to see if they are up here. Can you print them out yourself or do you outsource the signs? I outsource them because I don't have a printer that big. Now, if you're going to do something where you're doing just vinyl, hold on. I'll show you guys the ones. I think that one might be easier for me to go to. Okay, so these are all just vinyl. This is not printed. This is all layered vinyl. So you can definitely do it with just vinyl. And that one you can do yourself. But if they want a picture, then you would have it printed elsewhere. So this is a picture of them on, like, so when I send mine to print, I have them print a bunch of them because it just comes out cheaper that way. But see, like, these are all printed on the vinyl. And then let's see, do I have a picture in here where, yeah, see, that's another picture of it on the vinyl. So I just have them printed like that. And then, oh, you can also see that way. That's on the vinyl. Oh, I thought I had a picture of the coroplast by itself, but this is it in my office where once I put it on the coroplast, that's what it looks like. I thought I had a picture of the coroplast by itself, but I don't. And so I think I can flip now. So these are the large ones. And this is a very simple design as well. I guess I can go back in because I have fade bars and they are perfect for this. So I'll go back in and I'll show you guys how to do this type of design also. This is a very basic design, but it's still impactful. This is the one that's included in the bundle. This one is one that I'm going to end up, whenever I have certain designs, I don't really release them before I use them. But the one with all of the different pictures like this, it will not be included in the $45 one that's there. It's not going to be added to it. But a new one will be created with a couple new templates for this year. Oh, come on. But how this is with the pictures, and you can just fill them in with the pictures, that is one that both styles will be released this year. This is one where you don't have to use it as is. So I combined the film strip, but then I was able to put the picture there. So this is another one that's going to be released this year that's going to already have it where you can put a picture in the side. So that's coming to the site soon. It is separate from the one that's there. But if you are kind of savvy with it, you can definitely create it yourself. This template. And then this is a combination of that flag from one template and then just kind of creating basic boxes. And you can mix and match all of those elements on there. You don't have to use them as is. Like I said, you can make in memory ones, birthday ones. This is one. Another one, I made this. It matched her grad cap topper. So there's no limit in how you can design these. And see, so she had her graduation fan. I had flags that you see it's like only a single picture instead of the two, but I used the same base. The heck is that on my finger? Oh, here's a difference between the big one and the small one. That's a good picture of that one. Between the big one and the small one. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Oh, and there's it in the grass. And then I think I have a picture. She put the small one. Let me show y'all where she put the small one. Oh, there it is. They put it inside their window. Is where they put their small one. And this is one where it's printed directly on it. I didn't care for it printed directly on the coroplast, but at the time, that was the only option I had. And so there's that one. That's also a combination one. Same school, different layout. You can I would for me, I do these like it's nothing. So I can switch up the layout. But if you're new, this is your first year doing it, so that you're not stressed out about changing the design, I recommend using like this 1 or 2 designs and just changing the school colors and the names and stuff on it. And then saw this one in the opening banner. And then this looks pretty big, but this is actually one of the small ones. So they still look good in the yard, even though it's smaller. And you do have to design them separately. You can't just shrink it down because it won't fit. They're not the same proportions. So I have to design for 8.5. I had like even the one for Mia. If you look at that, like if you look really closely at the way that this is designed, like the You Did It alumni status is more like that's in a different spot. Even the way her name is in a different spot. How much of like her cap is over the flag is in like, and then look at the small one. They're in different places. So you can't really just shrink it down. You do have to design for both sizes. So the one that's there, like if you purchased the one last year, that's the one that's like that link is for the same one from last year. I'm going to release a new bundle this year. It will be separate. It will be separate from that. It's not going to be included in that one. It'll be a totally different purchase for the templates that I will have this year. What should you charge? I don't tell people what to charge because I don't know what your overhead is. I don't know how much your materials are going to be. Like I may say what my price is, but I also, like I said, I get my big sheets and I cut them down. I don't know what your printer is going to charge you to print them off. I know what mine charges me. And because I do so much business with them, I do get sort of a discount. So I can't tell you what to charge because you may feel like, oh, that's not enough. From all, if I add up all of my costs, that's not enough. So you have to analyze, like kind of look at the market in your area. If you were to kind of go online, not the ones that are like mass produced, but you can charge anywhere from 30 to 45 bucks. Some people I've seen even charge 50, but you can charge anywhere from there. If you're doing just a design, you may want to charge anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. If you're doing just the design for it, the yard sign itself, you can pretty much charge anywhere. I've seen people go as low as like 15. My vinyl ones, I think, were like 15, but that's up to you as far as how much you charge. Depending on how complex the design is, changes my fee because I'm end up like kind of building in my design fee. But those range anywhere from $25 to $50. What's the largest size for a flag? I don't know. It depends on what size flag you're getting. So whatever flag you have, you would measure it. Those were really, really small. Like those are really, really small. So there's a couple ways that you can have them printed. There are certain places where they will print them directly onto the coroplast for you. And or you can have it printed on printable vinyl and then you put it on your coroplast board. If you have the garden flag, the sublimatable one, like garden flag ones, you can put it on there. So there are a number of ways that these can be printed. I guarantee you have a print shop. Every city has a print shop. Like most times, the same places that will print your business cards and your flyers, they're going to print that too. Just do a Google search in your area of sign shops, print shops. Look for those. Every city has a print shop. Every city has a print shop. Here in Miami, we got way too many. Like I can throw a rock and hit about 4 of them from my door. So just kind of do a Google search and you'll be surprised what resources are in your city. And then you just ask them, and if they are a reputable print shop and you just say that I just need it printed on vinyl, I need you to print vinyl, they're able to print that for you. Do I have any Mother's Day designs like templates? No, I pretty much those I did like for graduation. I've been meaning to do like birthday ones and different occasions. I have not done those yet. My team has been on me about that because I meant to do some baby shower ones, but I'm all about teaching. So I figured if I give you the tools, you're able to do it. And my team always tells me, Shakia, sometimes it's not a matter of knowing how to do it. Some people may not have the time. So if they have a template and they can just plug things in, it's easier on them. So I am going to work on more templates, y'all. I've been saying it for a year, but I promise you I'm going to work on more templates. The other bundle will be available within like a week or so. So for anyone that's just coming on, you can watch the playback of this. So I kind of gave a quick, I'm going to do a more extensive one and like really build one out utilizing these. But I do have a video from last year when I was showing how to do things on this. Once I update the year on this, I'll do another one. But I was just showing that these are all the things that you get with the template that's on my page. You can you can't sell the template, but you can like trying to sell it blank. But if you're just designing and someone just wants to purchase the design, you definitely can do that. Let me look up file, open, let's see, Barnes. But yeah, you can definitely, you have the commercial use to make signs and sell your signs. So yeah, here are a couple different ones. So like for them, I submitted these a couple different ways. So you can just see like the possibilities are endless in how you are, you're able to design these. And like this piece is from here because it's already set up. It's easy to design it, but it is already set up for you. Uh-oh. And then you can move it down, move it over. And that's how that one is done. And then just putting the name there. I showed you guys how to add offsets and all of that kind of good jazz. So if you are just joining, I showed how to recreate all of these different ones that I just pulled from the internet. So definitely go back and watch the playback if you're just joining, because I showed how to do all of these on this live broadcast. So as far as saving these, so let's say, let's see, nope, that's not one. Okay, there it is. All right, you're going to go to your page setup and make your machine set to none. And then you're going to make your width 24 by 18 or 18 by 12, whatever size you're doing, or 18 by 24, whatever size you're doing. So once you have your design already done up, it's going to group this together. And I'm going to I'm going to go to this icon right here and tell it center to page. And then I'm going to hit here so that it can show it to me centered on the page. I'm going to bring this down just a little. Right now that I have this here, You're going to go File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive. And this is only if you have Business Edition. Can you save it this way? So Amari Barnes Live Tut. And you're going to change this to JPEG. Actually, no, I don't save it. Well, you can save it as a JPEG. For me, I normally actually save it as a PDF, and then I open it up in Illustrator, but you can open up that PDF in like Inkscape if you don't have that, or if you have Affinity Designer, you can open up the PDF and then save it as a JPEG because the quality is not that great. I talked about that in a video. I'll do another video showing you the comparison. But I also want to test version 4.4. They said that in the new version of 4.4, it doesn't distort the quality of the picture. So I have to kind of see that. But in version 4.3, I normally save it as a PDF and then I open it up in Illustrator and save it as a JPEG. But if you don't have Illustrator, you can use Affinity Designer or you can use Inkscape, which is a free, and it'll open up PDFs and then save it. But I'm just going to save it as a JPEG. And then I'm just going to hit OK. The reason why I don't like saving it also as a JPEG from here is it's not scaled to size. When I save it as a PDF, it stays in the size that it's supposed to be. This one never does. It doesn't care what number I put here. So if I put 100% or 100 dots per inch and hit save, when I open this up, it is going to be a different size. That's another reason why I don't like saving as a JPEG from Silhouette Studio, because it's just kind of crazy. I prefer to save it as a PDF. And then if I go File, Merge, and then let's bring this one in. So see, it came in really, really big. Actually, the quality on this one isn't that bad. I mean, I see a little bit of fuzziness here, but that one wasn't too bad. But it comes in really big. So it would you would have to let your vendor know or your printer know that it's only supposed to be 24 by 18 and they can size it down and reprint it. But that's a way for you to save it. Are you able to sub on 651 vinyl? Nope, you cannot. It is not you. The front side of vinyl does not take the ink. It's actually the adhesive side. So you would not be able to sub to 651. Your colors will be dull. It's been that price for over a year, so it's not going to change. I left it at 45. So that's always the price of that, unless there's a major sale. But that's actually that's been like that for a year. I changed it, never went back, and always left it at 45. She said, templates make life easier. All right. Any last minute questions before I jump off of here? I wanted to have this done before 2 hours so people aren't intimidated to come back and watch this video on YouTube. They'll look at it and be like, wait, 2 hours, 3 hours. So I don't want it to be that long. And I'm going to try and go in and put timestamps on it for different things. But if there are any questions, I will gladly answer them for you. Unfortunately, as of right now, they are not available for you to use with Adobe. I am working to convert them over, but it's like a process for me to kind of do all of them and recreate them. So hopefully they will be available soon, where you can open it up in Photoshop or what's that thing called? Adobe or Affinity. So it's better to save as a PDF and then save in Illustrator as a JPEG. Yeah, you get a better quality. You are very welcome. If you don't want silhouette ones and you want the ones like the other formats, don't purchase that. It will not be included. So it won't be an update to get that. You'll end up having to pay in both formats. So if you prefer that one, just give me a little bit, and I'm still working on those. It's just, I guess I've been going back and forth on how to do it, like to have each one as a different one, or just give you the elements and then you can pull them in. In Silhouette, it's easier to kind of have them set up for you. But in other programs, you can always bring in those elements. Like in Photoshop, I can just put all of like the film strips in there. You can turn one off, turn the other one on, and do it like that. So I'm trying to debate on if I want them to all be individual files, but then that's going to be a really big zip file, or if I want them to be just layers and you can turn certain layers on and off when you're using it. So let's do, like I said, it's a lot easier. I can have all of them all on one page. Oh, another tip is when you do that, because it's a really big file with all that stuff on there, I would select all like the template that you want to use, copy it, open it in a new window, like a new design page, and design it there so that as you're adding pictures and things, it doesn't bog down Silhouette Studio. So I would recommend that you highlight that, copy it, and then save it in a separate, paste it in a separate design window. For purchase, I don't purchase Photoshop. You just go to adobe.com and you sign up for it. It's a monthly fee for Photoshop. I don't know if they do still sell it right out, you're going to pay a couple $100 for it. But adobe.com, and you would just you just need the one that says photography. It's like 19, well, how much is that one? Or maybe it might be $9.99 for just Photoshop. It's going to say photography. There's no need to get the one that is $29.99. That just gives you more creative cloud space. All you need is the base. They're all the same. They're just different like perks with the other one. So I think it's $9.99 for Photoshop. It's the photography plan. I think it has Photoshop and Lightroom. That's all you need if you want just Photoshop. Again, the links are in the description. So if you would like the template and the yard sign, hold on, let me go back over here real quick. So some of those elements, so this is the guide. So there's that one. And I mean, not the guide, that's a template for the yard signs. But some of the elements that I added, like to the Mia one, it came from some of these. So the one that says you did it, it came from this. And then I put what did I put under there? Hold on, let's see. So yeah, it's the first part that says you did it. And then it has the bar. And so it says the school name and then alumni status. Alumni status was something that I created last year because some of these were created in 2018, 2019. It was this one with this, and then I added alumni status. The alumni status will be included in the newer templates for this year, but you have a grad cap here, you have a diploma, so you have these. So you can mix and match. You can add these elements. If you want to put a banner on, like the little flag banner on your, oh wait, you guys can't see that. Haha, sorry. So the you did it, and then I had this one. So you can mix and match. These do come with the updated years. I think until 2024 is what the years come out to. Someone purchased one. I want to say it is, which one is it? There's one of these that I have to redo. I think it might be this one, the You Did It one. It doesn't quite line up, so I have to fix this one. But you will get a alert once I fix it. But these all have, like the ones like this, I included the dates up until 2024. And then for this one, this style, you have the digits here and you just switch them out. So that's that one. But you can mix and match elements from here with the yard signs, because that's how I did this down here. This video is getting a little bit long, so I did say that I would show you guys how to do the basic one. I will do another video on Friday. So Friday is my other live day. I'll show you guys how to do the one that's all the way to, if you're looking at it, it's going to be all the way to the right, the one that says vanilla drum. I'll show you how I did that one, as well as the other ones that just have the bars like on them. But I will encourage you guys, in order to do those in Silhouette Studio, you have to also purchase this. This is not included in any type of template. It's our PNG PNG fade mask. So you want to get this because it's basically like a bar, and that's how you create shadows. Let me see if I can open up. So let's go File, Open, Yard Sign. Let me see. Oh, wait. It's on his. Cancel. It's on this one. So if I... Nope, that's not the one. Or you know what? It might be on the... Is it on the premium one anywhere? I don't think it is. Yeah, you have to purchase that one. That one's not included on anything on here. But if I go to his and I ungroup, this is that black fade. And I'm going to put a big box around this and weld it just so you can see what it looks like when you get it. Oh, wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on. That's a different one. Let's go File, Merge, Black Fade. So I'm going to rotate this. I had already cropped it down. I'm going to come like this and put this here. I'm going to hold down Alt, duplicate this. Let me see. Make it no color. Hold down Shift. Click on the fade. Modify and crop. And then now let's send this to the back. There we go. So now this looks like a fade behind it, and I can kind of like shrink it down some, move it up. So that's the PNG fade mask. And it comes in a couple different colors, but that's how you can create that depth in that shadow. So this is without it. So without it, with it. So that's a way to get that effect in Silhouette Studio. So I recommend also getting the PNG fade mask. What is the font on most of the templates? I like the fonts that are included on them. I don't remember. I don't even think they're on there. I don't remember. Because I use so many fonts. I'm sorry, I really don't remember. I'll have to go through them and find the original ones and then be able to put it on. I put it in the comments. So if you go back to the YouTube video on, go back to my YouTube video on Silaholics Anonymous or Honestly Speaking, I'll post it there. I'll just have to go back and find it because, yeah, I go through way too many fonts. All right. So there are no other questions. Like I said, I was trying to beat 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit of, different ways to navigate Silhouette Studio. Be sure to subscribe, follow, hit the bell, share it with a friend. You can still tag somebody in the video on Facebook. I will be back live on Friday since we ran out of time to show you how you can do those really basic ones. If you don't want to kind of go like this route, how to really make those lines yourself and things like that. But there'll also be like templates available for those as well. And what else? Yeah, subscribe, tell a friend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Visit our site. If you guys don't know, on the site, you'll see it at the top. If you did not know, you go to the site. We sell HS ink products, and that is our sublimation ink, sublimation paper that allows you to sublimate at temperatures way lower than the industry standard. On my Hottronics, I can do 360 for 30 seconds. 365 is, we're known as Team 365. So a lot of people, it's 365 for like anywhere from 30 to about 45 seconds. Some people feel more comfortable staying at 375, but you definitely won't ever have to sublimate at 400 degrees for 60 seconds anymore. And you are able to use plain paper setting because you're going to still get nice, vibrant colors. You still get blacks and all that kind of good jazz. And this is plain paper setting. HS ink paper, HS ink ink. Look at the black on that one. If you would like a shirt with this design, you can visit hsinkdesigns.com. It's my Black pledge. You see my name. I wrote it. It's copywritten. I designed it. So you can only get this design. I'm not selling the SVG, but you can purchase the shirt or mug from the website. But you can get HS ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, sublimation paper from shop.silaholicsAnonymous.com. All right. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a great one. Peace.